Oh, by the way, when I ducked behind that vat for cover, I found a valve marked Danger, Do Not Turn.
You didn't turn it, did you?
Of course I did.
This year marks the 6th year since I started playing Team Fortress 2, and through that time I've seen plenty of updates. With those updates comes weapon rebalances, maps, and roughly 14 metric shit tons of cosmetics that have been added to the game. However, through all of these updates, all of the unbalanced OP weapons and combos, the glitches and exploits, none of them turned me away from the game. I remained a faithful player of Team Fortress 2, until that fateful day. The Meet Your Match update was undeniably one of, if not the worst launch of a Team Fortress 2 update, at least of the ones I've experienced dating back to late 2012. The removal of quick play was infuriating, especially when the replacement, casual mode, wasn't even functional. It would take decades to get entered into a game, and if you were lucky enough to join one, odds are it would end seconds later, or you would have like 2 teammates facing a full team of 12. The downright unplayability of the game after the Meet Your Match update is what inspired me to abandon it for well over a year. I had admittedly been losing interest in the game for a while prior though. The game just didn't feel like it used to. I found myself struggling to enjoy it as I once had. It really just didn't have the same magic as it once did, at least to me. I had memories of trying out new weapons and just messing around with friends. However, by now most of my friends that I played with had moved on to other games, and having used and abused every weapon in the game makes the magic of trying new stuff and new loadouts a little harder to come by. Obviously there are definitely new things to try, there's always new loadouts, and even if they are harder to think of, and then of course there's different game modes as well as all the wacky stuff the community comes up with, such as weird maps and crazy game modes such as times 1000 and stuff like that. However, even these weird community game modes and crazy maps didn't hold my interest for long. Nothing came close to the 24/7 Cold Front map that I played when I was still free to play. So why was I still hanging on? Well, to be honest, I think I was just looking for an excuse, a community outrage or something that would justify me abandoning a game that I had loved for years. The Meet Your Match update gave me that excuse. It put the final nail in the coffin, at least for the time being. Alright, so let's go ahead and check which one of the I'm sure many updates were released after I quit that could have brought me back to TF2. Let's see. Okay, so here's Meet Your Match. That's when I stopped playing. Alright, we have a wide selection. I'm gonna have to say it was most likely definitely Smithmas 2016. The Jungle Inferno update is what breathed life back into this game for me. It had absolutely nothing to do with what's actually in the update though. Don't get me wrong, the new maps, contracts, weapons, rebalances, all of it is really cool. It's nice to see another update that reminds me of some of the ones that I experienced before I quit playing the game. However, all of these just acted as a gateway. They were an excuse that I needed to start playing again. In fact, I've barely played the new maps. I mean, a little more when they first came out, but now I've rarely touched them, and I've completed maybe a handful of contracts. But just playing this game again is so much fun. Maybe all I really needed was a break. The Meet Your Match update made me take that break, and the Jungle Inferno update made me return. Though I'm still relearning the ropes and regaining some of the skill I had before I stopped playing, I'm genuinely enjoying the game again. This is the first time I've been able to experience and play a functional and, dare I say, enjoyable casual mode. When Meet Your Match launched, it was downright unplayable. Though I do miss the simplicity of quick play, casual mode brings its own set of features to the table. Queuing up in lobbies and earning levels and experience for playing adds a sense of reward for completing each match, even if the rank is, quite frankly, meaningless. I will admit, I have not tried the competitive mode, however this is more likely due to the fact that I never really had a huge interest in playing competitive to begin with, even before it was added to the game. The Jungle Inferno update is the excuse I needed to start playing this game again, and I'm very glad I did. It's really fun to be able to experience a lot of the things I love about this game, and I'm certainly not going anywhere anytime soon. I'm Communist Space Bear, and this was me rambling about crap for about 5 minutes.